And one more thing, I want to thank Connie for help making all this possible, Sam for doing the sound, and I want to thank the Visual Arts League of Lewisville. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of this, or at this facility. And again, for Sam, thanks to all the writers that are doing this today, and all of you that have come out to listen and be a part of this. And let's see, I guess that's it. Yes, ma'am. Oh yeah. Who brought this plush velvet, incredibly cool carpet?
The
facility.
MCL.
Yeah. Thank you for the magic rug tonight. This is really cool. So anyway, without further ado, let's kick this thing off. I'll shut up and we'll keep going. All right, thank y'all.
All right, and here we go. Red cars, guitars, and blue bonnets. Yeah, I'm a gypsy in a red Corvette. I take to the highway any chance I get. I plan to travel and see the world. And I got myself tangled up with a Texas girl. A Texas girl. Yeah, I like this girl. I like her fine. I wanna be with her all the time. She's original. They only make one. Growing like a wildflower in the Texas sun. In the Texas sun. She likes red cars, guitars, and blue bonnets. I can't love no one else. My heart has her name on it, but I know she'll never go. This is the only place where those blue things grow. She likes red cars, guitars, and blue bonnets. Blue.
Yes. Yeah. I got a dog, and his name is Buddy. He comes inside sometimes, his feet are muddy. I take a towel and I wipe him. He lays beside me while I read a magazine. He plays chase me and then he gets his ball. I throw it down the hall. He comes and lays it down my mind. Then we take a break and get a bite to eat. I taught him to sit, taught him to stay. I always miss him when I am away. When I come home, his ears are a-perking. Somebody said that's a doggy's way of twerking. We go for walks, my buddy and me. He's as proud as he can be. He wants all the world to see that he's my buddy and his buddy is me. Thank you.
I woke up this morning, no man on my mind. I searched and I scoured, no trouble could find. Well, sometimes I get lonely, but it's better than Stinky's blues. I met a man last summer, I thought he could care. Then he turned his attention to a girl with green hair. Well, falling for that man reminds me of Stinky's blues. The man before that, he seemed funny and sweet. I wasn't the only who fell at his feet. He told me some whoppers that smelled just like Stinky's blues. The guy before that, I don't think they're laughing. They think it's sad. Oh, Lordy. Must be funny, y'all. The guy before that, he seemed very kind. He loved drugs more than me. I must have been blind. Well, sometimes feeling love, it sucks just like Stinky's blues.
The title of the song is called Eggs. Well, my grandpa was a simple man, never went to school, worked the land, and I could listen to his stories all day long. He had a deep wisdom, came from living a life with a little bit of pain, a lot of joy, a little strife, and he always saw the good in everyone he ever met. So I asked him once how he learned to see all the good in folks that he came to meet. He gave me an answer just like a matter of fact. He said, back in the day when I was growing, when I wasn't helping with the planting and the sowing, I had to tend to the chickens, the ducks, and the geese. I learned a lot from searching their nests for the precious little gems they hid under their breast, and sort of became my philosophy of life. Don't matter what they look like outside on the shell or the color or the size, no way to tell that when you open them up, they all look the same. Yeah, I say people, well, they're just like eggs. They'll surprise you. They come in all different kinds of colors, shapes, and sizes. And if you treat them right, they be soft and nice. But if you treat them mean, they get hard as ice. Yeah, people, well, they're just like eggs. Well, I looked at him and I thought he was crazy. And after all, he's well on into his 80s. And I chalked it up to the ramblings of senility. And after he died, the family sold the farm and all seemed to wander off hither and yon, and I went to live the good life in the big city. I saw all kinds of folks I'd never seen before. They were black, brown, yellow, red, white, and more, and they all looked different, but still all seemed the same. It didn't matter if they came from France or China or Kenya or Spain or even South Carolina. I came to see that they were just like you and me. Yeah, I say people, just like eggs, and they'll surprise you. They come in all different kinds of colors, shapes, and sizes. And if you treat them right, they get soft and nice. But if you treat them mean, they get hard as ice. People, well, they're just like eggs. Well, I've traveled the world and it's been proven to me a lot of truth in the words Grandpa said to me, and I share it with people everywhere that I go. You see, people get broken, people get fried, and some people get scrambled no matter how hard they try. And there's some folks who always have their sunny side up. Be careful with your words and thoughtful with your deeds, and take a little extra time with somebody in need, and you'll never end up having to wipe something off of your face. When you reach the end and your life is over, head to the land of milk and honey clover, you can say you left this world a better place. And the very first thing I think I'll do is find my granny and my grandpa, my mom and dad too. When I meet the Lord on my judgment day, hope he turns to me, smiles and says, "Son, you've been a good egg." Yeah, I say people, well, just like eggs, and they'll surprise you. They come in all different kinds of colors, shapes, and sizes. And if you treat them right, they be soft and nice. But if you treat them mean, they get hard as ice. Old people, they're just like eggs. Yes, I say people, well, just like eggs. You know, I wonder what Grandpa had to say about bacon.
Did you turn that?
It kept the attention of this little wiggly kid, and that was basically the idea of the song. It's called A Cardboard Circle and a Circle of String. Let's see if I can... To hold a wiggly 2-year-old who would not take a nap. Grandpa let her crawl safely to his lap, with a trick of action to amaze, a fascination to keep her gaze. Grandpa made a simple joy with a simple handmade toy. With a cardboard circle and a circle of string, a twirling, whirling, spinning thing. Through holes in the middle the string would run. Winding it up is half the fun. Then pull, let go, and pull again. Oh, faster and faster, make it spin. Oh, simple joy, a simple toy, let it spin. Windy, whirly, whistling wheel. A funny little buzz is what you feel. Wide, wondering eyes, a squeal, perfect prize. Wheel spinner, spin the breeze. Oh, whirling circle, sure to please. It's not a fancy thing, but happiness it brings. Oh, now she's more than 2 years old, but Grandpa's magic kept its hold. It kept her joy, remembering when the wheel spinner would spin again. With the cardboard circle and a circle of string, a twirling, whirling, spinning thing. Through holes in the middle the string would run. Winding it up is half the fun. Then pull, let go, and pull again. Oh, simple joy, simple toy, let it spin.
All alone, sits an old little house, watering the snow. Little remains of the home that once stood, just a few bits and pieces, rotten old wood, twisted and rusty with weeds all around. Been many a decade since you worked the ground. Young boy learned how to drive and shift gears on an old Ford tractor like the one I see here. Lights and shadows, far away places. Emotions are driven deep in the soul. Was it a place from the past or familiar old faces? Stir up the memory of a life that's so bold. It's not just a photo or an image on tin, and reminds us of things we held close way back then. Was it a place in the past or familiar old faces? Lines. All right, on to the verse. Long been victim of fate.
I called it just conversing with a photo. As I gaze at your picture, I see a man I do not know. Yet there in your face, I see my mother, a proud but gentle person. Wish I had known you too. You have a very sad story the world never knew. Makes me feel so blue, so much loved, a much loved son and brother a loving husband and father too. You served your country, did your duty well. It's the rest of your story that is so hard for me to tell. While shopping one day, you were faced by an old foe. Angry words were spoken, threats were flung about. Another person overheard, you never knowing the danger when you spoke those unkind words and made threats on this man's life because he made remarks and said things against your wife. Another man, hearing your words, disliked that fellow too. Doors opened in his mind and a vicious plan grew. Knowing your habits well, he watched for you to be gone. Then being very cautious, he entered into your home. Took a pair of your work shoes and also taking your gun. He went to this man's house, then he shot him dead, returned your things and run.
I speak the words when you're speechless, you're in the dark. I shed my light. Suddenly, your focus sharpens. You see my colors, my black and whites. I am the story that unwinds, stays forever in your mind. Yes, it's all in my perfect design to count the days, mark and time.
Took him to the food court for a pickle. That's when I first heard him faintly giggle. Yeah, that's when I first heard him faintly giggle. Meow! He wound up laughing, barfing on the floor, barfing up his pickle on the tile. The mall copying his phosphorescent vest, said leave before he makes another mess. Here's the part I like to tell the best. Finnegan said, sir, you surely jest. Yeah, Finnegan spoke, he said, sir, you surely jest. Oh, Finnegan, the talking cat, what's up with that? Finnegan, a talking cat, I can't believe that. But Finnegan had never said a word. He ate and slept and dreamed of Tweety Bird. Talking of the blue streak, and once he found his voice, he was first in Shakespeare, Chaucer, Proust, and Joyce. He was first in Shakespeare, Chaucer, Proust, and Joyce. Well, maybe I forgot to take my meds. I don't think I believe a single word he said. If you think your kitty cat can speak, it surely means your mind is getting weak. So release now my restraints and sit down by my feet. Finnegan can read to us until we fall asleep. Finnegan, the reading cat, what's up with that? Finnegan, a reading cat, never heard of that. Finnegan had never read a word. He ate and slept and dreamed of Tweety Bird. Talking of the blue streak, and once he found his voice, he was first in Shakespeare, Chaucer, Proust, and Joyce. He was first in Shakespeare, Chaucer, Proust, and Joyce. He was first in Shakespeare, Chaucer, Proust, and Joyce. Found the photo I was thinking about when I saw that image. Let me no doubt why I miss you so much. Keep looking for your touch. Now I'm all alone, feeling so blue. Don't know what I'm gonna do. Gotta look ahead to the next day, hoping things that don't stay this way. Staring at this photo of you, so don't know what to do. Still miss you so much. Keep longing for your touch, your image in my mind. Thinking of you, I find makes a sorrow stay, makes a lonesome day. Gotta get in the sun now, have some fun somehow. Take a walk outside, change your thoughts and have some of mine. Staring at this photo of you, still don't know what to do. Still miss you so much. Keep longing for your touch. Maybe I shouldn't think of you. No matter what I try, still do. Gotta find some peace of mind some way, but I guess it won't happen this day. I am a captain of a ship, trying to get the pirates to slip. Hope they're not smarter than me, as the waves swell on the China Sea. I see pictures in my head as time goes by, seeing things through my childlike eyes. I miss that girl I loved in Oklahoma. Damn, I hate to grow old. Think I'm getting glaucoma. I couldn't rhyme with Oklahoma. Pictures and memories, that's all that's left of me. I should have married as a young man. Should have never went to sea. I'm getting old as I can be, blinded by my memory.
Yeah.
Like a shimmering lake, silver hair shining. I see your lips smile, your eyes beckon to me. You're my best friend. So many years I wasted, not knowing that I waited for your love to set me free. Through the winter and the spring, summer and the fall, in the dark of the night, do you hear my call? Through the winter and the spring, summer and the fall, my heart sings, you are all I need. All I need. There's so much more to love and caring, holding and sharing, love I'd never known. With just your touch, the wind has new meaning. It blows right through me and shakes me to the bone. Through the winter and the spring, summer and the fall, in the dark of the night, do you hear my call? Through the winter and the spring, summer and the fall, my heart sings, you are all I need. All I need. I need. I need.
Yeah. they told us that some people might have some picture. You can submit a picture. I didn't, a photo for the screen. I didn't do that. Most everybody else did. So I felt really bad about that. So I went out in the hallway and I did a selfie. This song, by the way, is about lost love, and so I had to do a selfie of myself because I want to set the mood for this extremely sad and depressing song. So, and I think the last time I was here, this last time we did this, I did a song about lost love. I'm now doing another song about lost love, but it has the word picture in it, so. And it's kind of it's not a very long song, so I'm going to just play it real slow. Since we've got all the time in the world now, right? I'm the last guy. Yeah, and it's in B minor too, so. It's called Picture on My Wall. There you were in the dull gray haze of this bedroom morning light, looking back from all those years of when everything was right. Back then that blouse that you have on was crisp like summer flowers, but those blooms have long since died away with the love that once was ours. We were sitting on the seawall way down in Bolivar. I was trying to remember just how we got this far. These photos from the ancient past freeze lovers in still frame, but real time takes a toll on all the players in the game. That old picture on my wall is fading fast. I only keep it to remind me that good things never last. Come spring, I think I'll take it down for good. Deep down in my heart, I know that I never could. In the youthful days of summer, way back in '78, I saw you in the crosswalk, and that snapshot sealed our fate. So many years come and gone, much time has flown away since that camera froze our joy that now haunts me every day. That old picture on my wall is fading fast. I only keep it to remind me that good things never last. Come spring, I think I'll take it down for good. Deep down in my heart, I know that I never could. Deep down in my heart, I know that I never could.